got him every innings.
Exactly. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Criczenfiy of the day one review of the the final test match between India and England, which is almost like our results are looking as of now in favor of India. It all depends upon how much runs India will add on day two and how exactly England will respond to it. The biggest breaking news right now is that uh, Chris Woakes will not be available for the rest of this particular test match as he has been fallen very badly on his right arm, which is your bowling arm. Then it's going to impact for you in a very, very bad way. So that's the bad news for uh, England right now. At the same point of time, we have to make sure, the England team should look into the best options. How exactly they need to utilize Atkinson and Josh Tong as well, along with Jimmy Overton. We'll talk all about this because yesterday we could not able to conclude whether it's India stay or whether it is England stay, as England might be happy of picking up 6 wickets yesterday, but at the same point of time, India will also not be happy, saying like the way a particular run out has happened and also throwing away wickets in a easiest manner. So to talk about all those things, I have Aditya, Anant, and also Roman Bhai along with us. So once again, congratulations, Roman Bhai. We saw your post congratulating by the Gujarat Cricket Association themselves as well. A long, long way to go. Your journey has been truly inspiring to many of us here at Criczenfiy, and we're actually so proud to have you in our journey as well. And I'm sure this journey will continue even though you achieve your next feat as well.
Thank you, Rajbhai, and it's definitely my privilege as well to be part of the Criczenify, and will definitely try to move forward in future as well. I try to contribute as much as I can in terms of our development of all of us.
Thank you so much. And yes, we are growing together. We will grow together for sure. That's not been a biggest thing because the kind of value additions you have been giving to all of us, it's been really, really good. And yes, the first and primary question to Aditya about the way Yashasvi Jaiswal getting trapped in front of the wickets for any bowler coming around the wicket, and he has thrown out his wickets 9 times in this particular series. 9 times in this particular series.
Like you have said that the England just shown what essentially Jaiswal is weak of. So taking those things into considerations, if we can't practice more about around the wicket balls, how to handle it, how to just touch it, how to just go to a strike drive or a cover drive to it. If he's not going to learn, if he's not going to get out from that trap, then it's not too far away for him from him to just get off this cricket team as well. Why? Because if you are having a weakness, bowlers are known for getting the weakness and just getting you trapped into that weakness. Once if you are in that loop, you are out of the team. So they have just shown that 9 times. It's just 9 times in the entire series he got out for that balls. So he needs to learn from that and he needs to come back as quick as possible, or else that's even easy for a part-time spinner around the wicket to get his wicket as well.
Exactly. Now, the biggest question is how exactly is going to counter, because the England team have actually given the strongest weakness of the informed batsman Yashasvi Jaiswal to all of us. And even one of our viewer is actually saying like Jaiswal should be removed from the squad. Flop in Australia, flop in England. I don't think he's exactly flop, but because you can see he has scored a good number of runs in this particular series. In the those difficult conditions, is also not so easy to bat upon, but at the same point of time you should be aware how exactly you overcome that particular weakness of what exactly we call it as like for Virat Kohli we always say like he's more vulnerable for the fourth or fifth stump of the wicket, the ball which has been bowled fourth or fifth stump. In the same way, Yashasvi Jaiswal should come back on working on his a small little fine tune his batting. Definitely he will be one of the superstars in the future. uh, Next thing is like Anand, I just wanted to like ask you how exactly the partnership between Sai Sudharsan and along with Shubman Gill was actually going on, and to talk about that when there is a no run, I mean, it's not a 20-over game or it's not a 50-over game. Was it really necessary at that point of time to throw your wicket? Because everybody know you're just a shot away. Being a captain to score over 800 runs in a test match against England in England conditions is not so easy. So that's also being a biggest challenge for Shubman Gill right now. And how exactly you want to narrate the partnership between these two people and throwing away the wicket as well?
Yeah, just before going to Gill and Sudarshan partnership, I would like to just summarize the entire day of cricket yesterday. That it was actually cricket in England where we saw overcast conditions, lively pitch, green pitch, where ball was moving, seaming around, and then batsman had to give uh, respect for the conditions. It was really good to watch. There was actually a cricket in English conditions, and then English bowler didn't use the pitch exactly how they needed to be. They were wayward, especially Josh Tongue. But again, he got two beautiful balls, just wicketing balls, unplayable. And coming to Gill and Sai Sudharsan, the partnership was really good. We have seen them both batting for GT, even IPL. We thought they had a good camaraderie, there was good communication, but somewhere they were lagging in this particular test match. There were a couple of mishaps earlier itself where they kind of had a chance for England, where the misfits happened. There was no proper communication. And then finally, the moment came where Shubman Gill just pushed it. He thought he had timed it a bit good, where it was these two short covers he can have a run, but unfortunately he didn't hit good, and then he just went on for run. And Sudarshan was actually he was communicating that there was no run, just don't run. But Shubman Gill, while he was turning back, he just slipped. That lost the momentum, and then hit Atkinson hit the bullseyes. So that led to his downfall, and then actually run out in a test match is really suicidal. There's absolutely no necessary in a test match for runs, especially getting those tight singles. When you are chasing, there's a target set on a fifth day, you are chasing, a last hour is going on, you are chasing the runs in that time, then you can take a risk. But on the first day, when you are going good, when the conditions are tough, you have time, please bat out for the day, tire the bowlers, then you can just go on a merry. But getting a run out, that's really a very bad part on Shubman Gill. He should have stayed, but again, the unfortunate thing happened, and hopefully he would learn from this, and then he don't repeat it again.
Exactly. I mean, like it was not a repetitive mistake what Shubman Gill has been done. Like it just I would say like he was actually in a hurry to steal that particular run and build the pressure on the opposition. That's one way of countering the opposition as well. I mean, if you ask me, I would actually tell in that particular way. But at the same point of time, the bowler has just finished the run up and he is actually chasing that particular ball, and running in front of the wickets is very, very suicidal, as you rightly mentioned. But at the same point of time, the strategy of Shubman Gill was completely different, is what I believe at this point of time. And we have like a couple of questions to answer. Like I'll just take this one. Did you notice that Jadeja was still not in his stance during the bowler run up on the ball? He got out his hand and the bat was moving too much when the bowler was running. Yes, when to talk about this, like Ramin bhai, how exactly you narrate this particular incident? Like being an umpire, like when the umpire gives you a go ahead, it's a responsibility of the batsman, is what I particularly believe, right?
I think in such scenarios, umpires and need to play any kind of a role. In general, as per consideration of the pace of play, the batsman should be ready to face the delivery while bowler is ready to start his run up. So this is the point we are generally assuming. And even though if the ball is delivered and striker making no attempt to play the delivery, generally we are calling a signal dead ball. But for that, it is more important that batsman should not attempt to play that delivery. So if such a case, then Ravi Jadeja has to move aside and let the ball go. So it will be definitely a dead ball case. But unfortunately, he has attempted and he has cost his wicket.
I totally agree with you, Roman. By like when the batsman as should have not even attempted that particular shot, or he should not have been ready. He should have signaled to the umpire saying like I'm not ready to play this ball. Even he could have just moved away from facing that particular ball. Yes, I hope Abhinav, this has might have been answered your particular question. And there is one of the other question where Abhinav has also asked. Most of the wickets have been gifted by the Indian batters throughout the series. Uh, I mean, considering the yesterday's match, I would say yes, but not really in the entire series, because at the same point of time, Ben Stokes, who has been a phenomenal performer all throughout the series, understood how exactly the Indian batsmen actually work, and the way he has performed all throughout the series has been amazing. It's just that, like yesterday, I would say like it was only Shubman Gill's wicket who has actually thrown his wicket away, is what I personally believe. And cricket analyst goes on and asking, like, how do you see Indian bowlers' role on this wicket, as they have dropped a pacer for a batter where the ball is swinging and swimming viciously? Uh, to answer this particular question, I have to talk about the innings what Karun Nair played yesterday, because if it is not Karun Nair not sticking onto his wicket, and we could have not seen India scoring 204 for 6. Okay, it's just because the way they have taken a last moment decision of including Karun Nair into the squad, excluding the fast bowler. Yes, I mean, if you're talking about Anshul Kamboj, yes, I would definitely say it would have been a suicidal, or it might be a Shardul Thakur as well. But at the same point of time, when you look at overall scenarios, the way the test match has been going on, uh, if just in case if England bowlers have bowled majority of the balls in line and length, okay, so there are more than like 30 extras which was conceded by England bowlers just in the form of whites and no balls. Okay, so England bowlers were also not even ready for this particular test match. They are not adjusting their lines. Yes, once a no ball can be totally acceptable, twice a no ball can be totally acceptable, but there were like more than 8 no balls which was bowled in yesterday innings. But at the same point of time, missing another pacer is, I mean, we totally trust how the way Siraj is bowling. Akashdeep is also back in the squad along with Prasidh Krishna. If they just stick on to a proper line and length, I'm definitely sure this is going to be a nail biter of a contest on day 4. I'm not talking about day 5, but I'm only talking about day 4 in this particular test match. Yes, I hope I have answered your question, cricket analyst. And there is one more question which has been asked by Yashbhai. Why is Abhimanyu Ishwaran still sidelined? Are you seeing him as only as an opening batter? Why can't he given a chance to bat at number 5, considering a long run for Sai Sudharsan at number 3? Still a $1 million question. Many of the experts are also still not aware of why he's not been, I mean, exactly not sidelined. It's like, as Gambhir and Shubman Gill rightly says in the press conference, we are going with the best possible 11 on considering that particular day and considering that particular pitch. We are picking up the best possible 11 for that particular match. So I just wanted to not being so much controversial here, but just wanted to make you like what to say, explain how exactly it can be a beneficial kind of a thing for all the players. Look at the contribution everybody has made. Sai Sudarshan was looking tremendous, and it was just one beautiful ball which was coming inside from Josh Tongue, coming around the wicket and just nicking the ball away from his bat, has actually given his wicket away. But apart from that, yes, I still feel for Ishwaran still not getting that chance. Along with there is another 2 more players as well. One is Kuldeep Yadav, who has also been a part of this particular series, did not get an opportunity as well. Along with Arshdeep, who is actually a bowler who can move the ball both inside and outside, away from the batsman as well. So I need to feel for all these things, but we need to understand at the end of the day, it's only the 11 players who will be playing in this particular match. So that's, I hope I have answered your question, Yesh Bhai. Next thing is there is one more question as well. Do you feel Arshdeep could have made his debut in this particular test match, considering Bumrah is not playing and Prasidh's form is a concern? And at this wicket is a spicy and swing and a seam bowler like Arshdeep. Exactly. Harshdeep could have made his debut. Even we thought he can actually be in a part of a playing 11. But at the same point of time, what Team India might have thought is, considering how many right-hand batsmen they have in the squad, along with the way the Prasidh Krishna making his height, I'm sure he would come back. And I'm sure, so confident that he would be a very crucial bowler in this particular test match. He loves bowling in this particular wicket, because if he just makes his height properly, hit the ball in the right areas, definitely he will be the man to watch out for in this particular test match. Yes, Aditya. I mean, Romin, I'll come to you for my next question before moving on to Aditya. There were many eyebrows actually raised when Karun Nair was announced in the squad, because we have seen he came back, and also he made his half century in an international cricket after 3,146 days. Trust me when I'm telling you this. He made his half century in international cricket after 3,146 days. And it's not a small time, right? So almost like if you calculate as per the year, it's almost over 9 years. Okay. So he made his comeback, and once he made his comeback, he asked for a chance. All the fans were asking, like, just give him one more chance. And like, his manifesto actually worked, and the way he was asking the question also definitely gave a little goosebumps to each and every single person. The way he was looking beautifully all throughout the tournament, the way he got out was unfortunate is what I see. But yesterday's knock, how do you rate this?
Actually, before that, we
I
need to.
think
I'll come to you for the next question. I'll let Romin by answer.
Oh, sure,
You
sure.
I
can you
think
can also add on value for this.
think Rajbhai, first of all, that I love this game. This is the beauty of first of all cricket. You see that person going to score triple hundred, and he has been benched for the 9 years, and someone who has been selected since 2022, not getting a chances to appear in the 11. But again, it's a combination. Someone like Amol Majmudar, he has scored 10,000 domestic run, not even has get a cap for India, and this is the game. This all about something which you cannot control the things. You always need to control what is in your hand. The result is definitely a product of the process, and I feel that Karun Nair has gone through that particular procedure. He is playing a top class cricket at the domestic levels. More importantly, selector has given him an opportunity, and this is the something what the experienced guy can do. This pitch is needed. His role is really crucial, and more importantly, if one failure here, I definitely feel that the doors are closed for him in upcoming time, because the competition is definitely too high. Someone like Sarfaraz Khan is sitting outside. Shreyas Iyer is not been making too able cut in the squad. So definitely you need to perform as per the expectations. So the yesterday's knock are definitely a gritty one, and most needed for the team India. Even though I still feel that Karun Nair look really compact in the previous games as well. He's regularly getting those 30s, and unfortunately he wasn't been able to convert those starts into the a big score, I guess. So I still feel that today's day is really crucial for him. He's having a tremendous company in the form of someone like Washington Sundar. He's more than a capable batsman, I guess. Though his number doesn't suggest that particular thing. Coming on the number 7, 8, and playing the way that we have seen in yesterday, top class batting performance what he has produced. So I still feel that these two can stitch a better partnership, and pitches like this, you need a bit of luck here and there. Those deliveries are going to miss your edges, and bit of luck here and there, and you have a good time around it. So I still feel that Karun Nair is getting a well-deserved opportunity first of all, and I'm definitely happy for him that this is an example for someone who are generally hanging their shoes after some or other failure. So they should learn from this particular thing, that you are getting opportunities at any time. So be optimistic. You have to be manifested so many times that you are belonging to that particular stage. You need to fight against some odds, and just give the statement by your performances. So I still feel that Karun Nair has done that thing, and I am really happy for him. And he is someone who can be a crucial member of your side, especially in the Sena countries. So overall, it is a good for him, and definitely a top class knock that has been played by him yesterday.
Okay. Yes, Aditya, you are telling something.
Exactly the same way. what Rominba has said. For example, he's not performing well for the first 2 or 3 matches in Test match. No one are going to believe, but management still believe in a game where they need to win, must and should win is necessary for India. At this game where Bumrah is not present, Rishabh Pant is not present, so no one going to really risk their life or risk their players present over there. But management still trusted Karun Nair. This is your game. You need to pro in this game. If you are going to pro this game, your life would be next 3 or 4 years. You can happily play your game. But if you are going to fail here, the doors are completely closed. Yeah, bro.
Okay, so I mean, I'm not just like being so much of in terms of like negativity or something like that, but this particular knock has definitely assured a sure shot place for him. Considering his technique, the way he was actually middling the ball yesterday, he was looking one of the crucial member for Team India in the middle order. Yes, you have a solid like opening stand. It has been sorted out right now. Number three was a biggest question. It has also been answered in the name of Sai Sudharsan, because the next couple of test matches, like what we are going to play, is against West Indies at home in a couple of months' time from now, as soon as once we end that particular tenure of 1 month break. So now, I just wanted to talk about it. Yes, there have been a couple of comments like when we were discussing need to bring back Cheteshwar Pujara at least for an overseas condition. Middle order still needs solidity. Adding on too many players. Yes, I still consider it's time up for Cheteshwar Pujara. Is I totally believe, because that's been a talent for Team India. So far, they have been looking so brilliantly and so solid as well. Players need time to settle in their respective slots. Yes, I think India needs to approach ceiling one spot at a time instead of trying to fix multiple slots at once. Yes, but apart from Dhruv Jurel's position, like if you ask me, like all the number six positions have been now sorted out. Like opening, you have Rahul along with Yashasvi Jaiswal. Number three, Sai Sudharsan will be fixed along with Shubman Gill coming at number four. Number five, I'm definitely sure shot. I'm still going to tell you that it is going to be Washington Sundar who will be promoted up the order, because at number five he will be a suitable person, and at number six you might see Karun Nair, and at number seven you will also see Rishabh Pant once he's back, or it might be a change of positions at number six and number seven. So apart from that, like every other position will be stabilized as of now, and rest all will be a part of 8, 9, 10, and 11 will be the part of the bowlers, like how exactly they need to utilize, because we know Ravindra Jadeja will also be playing a test career for another couple of years as well. Yes, Miss Yadunandan saying like he's saying Chris Woakes ruled out of oval test. Yes, he has been ruled out. We have already informed that in the start of the beginning of the podcast as well. So now looking at the way, Anand, I'm asking this particular question to you. Looking at the way, like how sad are you to see why England bowlers are not making a proper utilization of a pitch like this? Because we have seen a lots of controversy happening a day before the oval test, where the curator is not allowing the coach and the players to have a look at the pitch, but still, like we have seen that a lot of controversies out there. And now having up three prime blowers, we know Josh Strong has been brilliant. We know Overton has been brilliant in their county season. But at the same point of time, now looking at the conditions, the way they were bowling yesterday, not acceptable is what I believe.
Yeah, very true. Probably the conditions best suited for Chris Oakes and Gus Atkinson. Probably they were a bit short. They could have bowled a bit fuller where they can make most use of the swing they had. But again, they were a bit short. And at the same time, even Indian bats, they were good. When they respected the good balls, they just didn't allow the bowlers to settle in, bowling the same line and length. They were using their feet. They were just defending well, and they were just leaving well, which probably even led to downfall of the England bowlers. And specifically Chris Woakes playing his fifth match on trot. I think he looked a bit jaded. He was the best suited bowler on this pitch, considering the both teams, where he could have just made a merry on this wicket. But even he was not that consistent with his line and lengths, and it's a sad thing that home team didn't use the pitch as per their needs. The pitch was really suited. It was overcast conditions. His their captain won the toss and invited his bowlers to bowl on that pitch under those conditions. But they couldn't exactly make the use of the pitch to the most how the captain actually wanted. But still, India did give one or two gifted wickets, and they are pretty much considering the conditions. Pretty much India is on top at the moment, but we never know. This English batting, if they go, then they will score the runs in couple of sessions. Even seeing the pitch, 275 should be a good score. Or first innings of 275 plus would be a good score. But again, the English batters, you never know. If they come off, they will easily score those 275 runs in 2.5 sessions. That's something India should be worried of. But just right now, India should just close out the first hour of second day, and then they can see from there where they can move on. And especially with Chris Woakes out now, then English bowlers are really under a bit of heavy workload, because Joe Stang has been off the radar. He is not hitting the right lengths, and he's just hitting at one or two balls. Unfortunately, they have been the wicket taking balls for India. But Indian batters look out for such deliveries. But apart from that, England bowling is looking a bit dull, and hopefully a third inning should be something that we will take care of with the batting side.
Exactly. Does England get a replacement for Chris Woakes since he's been ruled out of the test due to the serious external injury?
No,
Yes, but it's going to be a difficult thing for England right now to find a replacement, because we only have the replacements for a serious concussion injuries. Then only like we will be, and even the injury. I mean, that have been primarily been informed to the match referee, saying like, if this bowler is getting out on a concussion, then we will replace him with this kind of fast bowler and this kind of other bowler, then only it can be accepted. And the match referee, apart from this, it all depends right now, but at this point of time, I still feel that it's not going to be a possible thing for England team to get a replacement for Chris Woakes. Okay, so let me come back to a couple of yes.
Ashbhai, actually, I'm having a question. Looking at this pitch and its conditions, if you see the players like Rishabh Pant and Bumrah, if they are present, the match situations might be different. Rishabh Pant is known for hard hitting and he's just going to throw his bat. Seeing at the pitch conditions, we need to get as many runs as it's possible. At the same time, Bumrah, if you're going to see this pitch, it's going to be quite bouncy as well. So taking those hard hitting Yorkers, English batsmen will definitely suffer for those balls. So if those two members are present in this team currently at this test match, what do you think? We might have added 50 more runs and gonna get good wickets by just reducing 50 or 70 runs for English team as well. So 100 runs deflection due to the absence of both these two players.
I mean, I definitely don't feel any kind of absence at this particular time, because this is a game of like not zips and buts. It's a game where exactly you perform on that particular day. Yes, if Rishabh Pant would have been there, that 50-60 runs would have been deferred. And if Bumrah would have been playing, that 30-40 runs would have also been reduced when England actually making a chase. But considering that these two players are not there right now, we have to make sure that we are approaching it in a positive way. Okay, so I'm not taking out my bowlers at this point of time. Bowlers are really, really good. It's just that like we have to see a shorter spells from Mohammad Siraj at this point of time, because both Akashdeep and Prasidh Krishna are fully fit. They will be having a longer spells and an extended spells for sure. Looking at this, and also there is a rough indications have already started on day one, so it is going to be a very, very difficult task, wherein England is going only with one a part-time spinner, along with Joe Root is going to be a second part-time spinner, wherein you have a lot of left-handers in the Indian squad as well. Ravindra Jadeja, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Sai Sudharsan, Washington Sundar as well. All these players are actually the left-handed batsmen. So having a left-arm spinner who is a left-arm half spinner, and Joe Root is also having a right-hand half spinner. So it's going to be a difficult and all those things but at the same point of time, what I feel, when England is going to chase this one, it's going to be a really interesting on a day 4 as well. I would definitely say today India might score, because I'm trying to answer your question along with what cricket analyst has also been asked right now. So how many runs do you think that India will put up on the board, and what would be the sufficient, considering this greenness won't stay for quite long? Yes, for sure. And this wicket generally flattens on 4th innings, as we have seen in the past. Yes, all these things are correct, cricket analyst. I'm totally agreeing with you. Like once you see the sunshine, because that's what the weather reports are actually indicating, that it's going to be a quite sunnier day for another day 2, 3, and 4. Just in case, like you might be having a partial showers here and there, but that might not impact of the game so much. But at the same point of time, when you're looking at the overall greenness and other stuffs, I would definitely going to say a competitive score ups like 270 to 280 would be a sufficient score in the first innings, is what I particularly believe right now. And apart from that, like what I actually looking into is that like Indian bowlers come hard very much from the ball one, because when we see Siraj steaming in with that wobble seam, we have also seen like how much the ball, if you're bowling in a wobble seam, how much it has done for the Indian batsmen. I'm sure it's going to do the same thing, because once the suns come out, it's going to be easier for the batsman, and it's going to be a difficult chance for the Indian bowlers as well. 280 would be sufficient, is what I particularly believe at this point of time. And fourth innings, even though when you're chasing down, like England will be chasing down in the fourth innings, I'm definitely sure that 210 to 225 would be the target for England as I'm looking right now. Even though how much ever the wicket flattens as well, considering the way English batting is so dangerous. So that's the reason why I'm just like looking into ifs and buts at this point of time. I
That's a
hope I have
brave call,
answered. Sorry.
But
Rajbhai. That's a brave call. Fourth inning chasing of 210, 221.
Huh. Because like looking at the way like both the teams batting is so good, the bowling is like somewhere being a question mark right now. If it is still the overcast conditions when Indian batting comes up, I mean like when the English batting comes up, then it's going to be difficult for England as well. But at the same point of time, when the sun is out, both the teams are looking solid in their middle order and also with the opening order as well. So I am just like looking, even if India scored 280, England might come very much near to 270 is what I'm believing right now. So that 10-run shot and again scoring that another 250 or 216 an oval wicket, because you have so much of time in the test match. But the only thing is like how exactly our fast bowlers are going to improve, because Mohammad Siraj has played all the 5 test matches along with Chris Oakes, and he has been one of the largest, one of the bowler to bowl longer spells in the entire test series. So you can't be giving more of a burden to him, because considering like I know whatever might be the say like Siraj will be steaming in. No, I just wanted to bowl one more over or 2 more overs. All these things are still considered, but at the same point of time, looking at the overall scenarios, uh, I am expecting 280 in the should be a good score at this pitch, at this wicket. Yes, some of our viewers are also saying like Prasidh Krishna will pick up 2+ wickets on this particular pitch. Yes, I'm definitely hoping for that. Like even I'm actually hoping Prasidh Krishna, if he makes his a proper height and line and definitely it's going to be like what to say, uh, a good thing for Prasidh Krishna. He might go on to pick 5 wickets as well. So that's what I'm actually looking into. Uh, it's going to be a pretty bold call, but I'm still hoping that it will be happening, because he just need to stick on to his line and length.
Yeah,
Okay.
Prasid and Sundar are big bets. I mean, both are tall. They can use the height, and the pitch has got a bit of bounce. So I am actually betting on both of them picking up those crucial wickets. They could be the game changers in this particular match.
Exactly. Even cricket analyst is also saying like out of 150 wickets in the last competitive games at Oval, 131 has been picked up, taken by the Pacers. Yes, only the 3 frontline Pacers, so that in case of more workload for Pacers, or spinners will come too. Definitely yes, because England is also out of Chris Oakes, so you might not even aware like what might be happening when you are playing with Atkinson, Josh Tongue, and also Overton. So
Overton.
these are the 3 frontline bowlers like what we have, and an extended spell also like, and also mind you, it's just like what to say, a 17 over shot for a new ball to come in. So what England might be doing is like keep one bowler from one end, bowl 3 or 4 overs, change him, bring because in late night what we have seen is some hint of spin also. The ball is just drifting and moving away from the batsman when Jacob Bethel was coming on and bowling his second over. So there are signs of spin as well. So let's look at how exactly they're going to consider and take it forward from now. on, and we might also see Joe Root also coming in and bowling a couple of overs before the new ball has been taken. Yes, I'll come to you, Romin Bhai, for the final prediction time, final segment in this particular show. What would be the scores for Team India, and how comfortable Team India will be defending that particular target?
I think I feel that India will score around 300 runs, and in my opinion, it will be definitely enough fun to defend. Considering the experience, what our bowling lineup do possess, I rate Takashdeep Singh very high on the surfaces like this, along with someone like Prasidh Krishna. Unfortunately, he hasn't having that kind of a great series, but he do possess a good amount of potential. And generally, people tend and carried away by that green top pitches where people are assuming that it will be a seam and swing around. Absolutely, it will be seam and swing around. But whenever there is a moisture in the pitch, ball also go into grips. So don't take out of the equation someone like Ravi Jadeja. We all know that how crucial he can be on the surfaces like this. If the sun is going to out for the entire day, so progressively we may see that bit of ease in batting conditions. But equivalent conditions like this, India is definitely capable enough to take care of those 300 around runs.
Exactly. Cool. Aditya, your time for prediction now.
Bro, just looking at the way of body language which English players are having right now, they just don't want to win. They just want to waste the time as much as they can. Look at their bowling performance as well. They are not bowling according to the line and play. They are just throwing. They are just coming and just are doing whatever else they want to do. But they're not even determined to win. They are going towards a draw. So taking these things into like conclusions and all, considerations and all, they'll definitely play for a draw. They are not going to score. They are not going to waste or throw their wicket. They are going to play as cool as that. So we need to be more concise about these things. While coming to ball, we need to hit that hard lens. We need to make sure them to play or drag their bat so that we can get a fine edge or an LBW over there. So 270, 280 might be a good first inning score, but we need to get the wickets back to back. Then only we can stay and we can win this game at the 4th or the 5th day of this test match.
Exactly. I mean, like looking at the discipline, like as we have spoken in the beginning of our podcast, like discipline has been the biggest question for the English bowlers right now. Even the loss of Chris Oakes would be a million dollar question. And apart from that, like we see how exactly the team actually shapes up and goes up. So Anand bhai, final question to you before we move on to our next segment. And what would be the projected score for Team India, and what holds for Team India on day two?
Sorry, I would say that Chris Woakes' injury would be a blessing in disguise for India because we can see spinners starting up for the next 17 overs because England wants the bowlers to be fresh for the new ball. So somewhere he would be bowling spinners from one end, which would be beneficial for us. They can score runs from them. And coming to prediction time, I would say that India would be scoring somewhere around 275, 280 in the first innings. And if the conditions remain same, it a bit of overcast, then pitch is very helpful. And Akashdeep and Siraj are probably known for use the conditions. And Prasidh Krishna with his height, he can usually and the pitch has a bit of bounce, so that's definitely helpful. And I would see by end of the day that England would be somewhere around 200 for six kind of thing.
200 for 6 wickets
Yeah.
on day one.
Day two.
Okay, so exactly. And some of our viewers are also talking about saying like, did you use the unusual stat about yesterday's match? Yes, goes on saying Karun Nair went past 50 and he ends up scoring a triple century. Yes, and apart from that, like our panelists, definitely, I'm gonna take it up right now. So was it something about Jostong release and angle? Jostong release and angle we have already spoken, because that was actually from the media end. Okay, but whenever he was actually bowling from the media end, the runs, even any bowler would have not been thought like so many runs would have actually come. Okay, so whenever you're releasing the ball, they don't know, like they just come here for fun, like as you rightly mentioned, Aditya, like they just come, they just throw the ball, they just angle it away, the ball was moving every single way, that it's just like a pendulum, like you ball from one around the wicket, the ball used to go behind the wicket keeper and beat every single other, I mean, leg slip also, it used to go for a boundary. The extras would have actually costed so much. So now, like as our viewers are rightly talking about, like was it something about all these things, like the stat is something like this, like from the media end, it was almost 120 to 130 runs which was scored from the media end yesterday out of the 204 runs. And from the other end, the runs was just like around like 70 or 80, because from the media end, like I don't know, like whether the ballers were watching the cameras or like, it's up to them, but at the same point of time they were not looking at the batsmen, is what I particularly believe. Because couple of balls where Josh Tongue was bowling, like even from the around the wicket also, like it was just moving, pitching away from the batsman, and then like one which was pitching away from the right-handed batsman, like almost it went out of the pitch. I'm not really sure like what the angle was Josh Tongue was actually maintaining, but trust me, those two balls which he has bowled somewhere, like it went back to the past of 1990s and 92s, at that era where like Wasim Akram used to do the same thing along with Waqar Yunus. Okay, they just like come when they're very fresh in the morning. They just used to throw the ball like couple of balls away from the batsman, try to confuse that the batsman is not ready, and where the concentration has been lapsed, all of a sudden they used to get one ball inside, and the batsman used to get dismissed. Okay, either leg before or he used to like get caught in the slips. So that was the brains which was they having. So not really sure who gave this idea to them, but yes, all those things have actually happened. It's been an entertaining day of cricket. Let's see
One
what is
question to
going.
Roman Bhai. Question to Roman Bhai.
Yep.
Roman Bhai, umpire Kumar Dhamsana signaling it was inside edge. It cost a review for India. So what did you make out of it? And does that any concern regarding the referee coming into this and just giving the kind of penalty kind of thing for this, or such things happen generally? How does it actually happen?
Once Roman Bhai
I
explains,
think
I'll also explain one or couple of more points to you.
Okay.
I think in a such scenarios, these actions are not intentional. First of all, this bound to happen sometime heat of the moment. But yeah, definitely, someone like at the elite panel, they are trained for such kind of a things, and they do aware about not to do certain things. I think Kumar Dharmasena doing his 90-second test international test match. So we don't have any right to go into that particular thing. But yeah, sometimes it does happen and the heat of the moment, and definitely there is evaluation form of the umpires. So match referee will have something on this, and definitely there will be some deduction in terms of evaluation for this kind of actions. But this is a kind of a day where brain fatigue kind of a things we can consider it. No one has the deliberation to do so, and these guys are doing umpiring since non-DRS days. Like someone like Kumar Dharmasena used to umpiring since 90s. So where there is no kind of a DRS and nothing, etc. So they are a bit habitual to give the kind of a signals to the fielding team eventually, and this is the day where no one want to be as an umpire, especially we don't want to be in a such kind of a scenarios where people are going to questioning that you why you have done this, why you have do this. But this is the game, umpire are not going to ask the batsman that why you have missed that ball, or he has not asked Josh Tongue that why you have bowled that delivery wide. So this kind of a things, and we need to accept this. Sometime it's going to happen, but I am sure that more importantly, this is learning for people like us how to maintain that calmness during those situations, and try to minimize the errors what we can.
You actually put Roman Bhai into the controversial thing. Okay, so I
No
don't
such
want to
intentions,
answer
I
any.
guess. No
No, I
such
mean,
intention.
no. I'm just like saying my thing. Okay, so I'm not. Roman Bai is very much diplomatic, and he answered it in a very beautiful way, because I'm gonna ask you when we talk about DRS, right? Like I'm gonna ask you one particular question, Romin Bhai. I hope you don't answer this one to Aditya and to Anand. When was DRS introduced?
Most probably after 2013, 2014. Sorry, 2011, 2011 World Cup, we do have a DRS.
Hmm. Anand Bhai.
DRS, it came
Uh,
in 2005-6 that time around,
Okay, both
as
of
per
you
my
got it
knowledge.
wrong. Both of you actually got it wrong. Just go back and let's refrain our things. I'm going to answer this to our panelists after this one. But it's a matter of question for each and every single viewers. Let me know when exactly the DRS was introduced against which match. One small end, it has happened and it started in India. Okay, so yes, I just wanted to like give one more interesting update like about that particular thing was that uh, when Kumar Dharmasena started his umpiring journey, like yes, it was not a DRS kind of an era. So it actually comes down when you're not regularly on the field. When you're sitting in the back end, it might actually start happening, saying like it might have had an inside edge or like it might have just like missing everything and it going down the leg side. These signs like it come out of your subconscious mind. I'm definitely sure it is not an intentional one. So considering all these things and other stuffs, we just need to excuse him. I mean, in the sense like Kumar Dharmasena, because we are still like uh, all the things which are happening. So like some people say like yeah, it was after all a controversial decision given by India against Australia in Australia. Saying like what Karun Nair's comeback with an half century was given him a hope to stay in the test team for some time. Anirudh, like I hope you have just joined the stream. Just go back and watch our stream completely. We have spoken a lot about Karun Nair as well. Uh, and also you Goku Gaming also says like Kumar Dharmasena plus England a different love story. No comments whatsoever. But keeping those things
I
at
think,
one.
Rajbhai, one point, one more thing. I'm belonging to umpiring fraternity, so not for that that I am belonging to that. Uh, I think you are just accepting that players are dropping the catches, players are committing the mistakes. Players are playing the false shots, bowler are delivering rustless ever deliveries. So as a cricketing fans, you are accepting those, so you have to be more acceptable towards this. I do understand that that is our job to be more perfect, but ultimately everyone is human being, and 1 or 2 percentage will be here and there. No one is talking about the previous test match where a top class umpiring has been done by both Sanders and Rod Tucker. So I do understand that we are come into the scrutiny when we are committing some or other kind of a mistakes. Otherwise, it is our job to give the best decisions what we can. But we can. But more importantly, if you are being a cricket fan, you need to be more. You have to be more accepting, adaptive in terms of the situations. I do understand that people are going to criticize a player when they are boarding a no balls and dropping the catches. But for everyone, whatever the mistake has been committed by either sides, being an umpire or the players, you have to accept this. Eventually, it's a human being, and this is a game only played between the bat and ball. If someone is going there and performing their 100% accuracy, then why we require humans over there? We have our latest technologies, and you can enjoy that robotic game. So the emotions are there. Sometime heat of the moments over there. So overall, this make this beautiful game really special. So the ultimately whoever are there, their goal while they are watching this game is to respect this particular game and enjoy this beautiful game. This give you a lot of kind of emotions while you are watching this. So they enjoy the game rather than it is definitely okay to debate on certain points and giving our opinions, but some or other time we also need to put ourselves in their shoes and just thinking that what is happening over there, what are the stakes over there. This is not for the umpires, for all the players as well. Sometimes, I have that opportunity to witnessing at the distance of the 22 yards, so I can understand how this game is going to be played. So that is a point that I want to share with each and everyone, that whoever are watching this beautiful game, treat this as a terms of adaptability. Don't be criticized on anyone, either they are players or the umpires or whoever they are.
Exactly. I mean, I totally agree with you, Roman, by understanding all these nuances, like what exactly we have right now in the game. And trust me when I'm telling you this, being a referee or an umpire in any game is one of the worst places to be in that particular situation, because in cricket you never know, like one controversial decisions might actually put you into trouble, or especially not in terms of like your career, but fans are so much of vocal, giving you say like no, that is not there. We talk after seeing the DRS, we talk after having the technology, but standing in front of there making that one particular decision, like I even for the first instances, like when Jaiswal got out, we heard two noises, one from his front pad and again from his back pad. Okay, what Asim Raza was actually thinking that even the commentators initially told that it was an inside edge, but after that, when we saw the replay, it they mentioned saying like no, it was not an inside edge. The ball hit the front leg and then went back and hitting the leg stump. I mean the back pad. So automatically he has been given out. So that was one of the. I mean, like what to say, like some kind of decisions might go against you. Some decisions might come against you. We just respect it, because to talk more about this, like one of the comments, like what I mean, if I see right, one of the most controversial decisions was Glenn McGrath against Sachin Tendulkar in Australia. Who have remembered this particular incident? I've actually asked two questions. When was DRS introduced in the international cricket? Let me know in the comment section if you guys are watching this one, and against which series. And the clue what I have already given was it was actually implemented in an Indian series. Okay. So with all these things have been said, like I hope you guys have enjoyed the preview of day two in the last and final test between India and England. Until we see next time, do take care of yourself, health, and wherever you are, do like us, share and subscribe, and follow our Instagram page as well. Until next time, see you, take care, and bye bye.